You're listening to a daily dose of Proverbs.
All right, this is Jeff Wilkinson, and today's verse is Proverbs 18:2, which says, "A fool has no delight in understanding, but in expressing his own heart." So when we look at this verse, it talks about the fact that wisdom and truth are not important to a fool, but that he's more interested in his own thoughts. So when true understanding and the fool's opinions both kind of collide, he's going to follow his heart every time. The fool loves his own thoughts and his own desires. He wants to tell everybody about them and promote them everywhere. The fool values his opinions and ideas more than truth, and he loves himself, obsessively so. And he always seeks an audience to share those thoughts. So when we look at that and we contrast that with what a wise man and how a wise man thinks, who delights in the law of God more than anything else, the wise man wants to be corrected, rebuked, and taught. He fears his own heart. And that wise man seeks to others wiser than him to be corrected and to be taught and to gain understanding. And that's a much different way of thinking than in the culture that we live today. We live in a culture that doesn't recognize God's truth as the most important truth. And today's culture and thinking is so widespread around the world today that it just permeates everything. So think of that. Think of today's culture and how they think. So you'll have a northern spotted owl that's more important than an unborn children. Sodomy is acceptable lifestyle. Saving a tree in Venezuela is more important than saving somebody's marriage. And love is love, despite it going against God's word. And if you disagree with that, that's hate. And hate is wrong. Well, unless it's against Bible believers. Pornography is art. Islam is a peace-loving religion. And children can make their own choices. Even to divorce parents, change their sex, become a toaster if they want to. And the greatest love of all in today's culture is loving yourself. And all of these examples kind of prove that fool's folly. You know, a fool has no delight in understanding, but only in expressing his own heart. And this is not education. This is not instruction or training. This is just feeding high-growth fertilizer to the most dangerous weed in the universe, which is the human heart.
Thank you for listening.